Stop. Don't do this at home. So, I messed up. To find out if this was a mistake, we first have to find out what is a mistake and how do we handle mistakes. Now, I'm a poker player. We have a special view on this that I want to share with you. There's a lot to learn for your life from my mistakes. Out of a poker player's perspective, it's first of all important to find out if it was a mistake and would I do it again. Well, I did, shooting the intro you just saw. Problem would be, let's say I had a car accident. Now, would I drive there again after the car accident? The answer to that is certainly yes, I would drive again. I would always look for statistics on that, car accident statistics, and then subtract some percentage of that because I'm such an awesome driver. Thank you, Dunning-Kruger effect. The fact that I crashed my car would not influence my decision and risk assessment of driving a car. In this case, the answer is no. I would not fly again with the drone. The information I have now, what a drone does to walls, is new to me, so that makes it a bad decision to fly. The original assessment of the situation was that I should definitely not fly into windows and decor elements and the TV. So those were things that I did consider. But I did not even think about what damage it can do to walls. So my internal calculation would have looked something like this. My fun has to be greater than the chance of crashing into the TV times the price of the TV. Now, obviously, I did not take out my pocket calculator for doing this. But intuitively, I think about in these ways without really thinking about it. Thanks to being a poker player and thinking about in this way for 10 plus years. The concept behind this is the concept of the expected value. And it's a really, really important concept for your life and making better decisions in your life. So maybe I make another video about this. Maybe I already have made a video in your future. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna link it up there. Okay, this calculation now changed after me seeing the damage that it actually does to walls. Looking back at it, I would need to add the chance of me crashing into the wall times the cost of painting the wall new. And then consider that the probability of me crashing into the wall was roughly 0.999999999. For you guys that don't know what that means, it means I suck at flying drones. However, was it my fault? Should I blame myself for it? Or really, should my girlfriend blame me for it? With the information I had at the time, I made a decision. And with the information I had, it might be an okay decision. That is, with the information that I had. So I think I should not blame myself for it. But I should definitely learn from my mistakes. Don't be that guy. Your decision, and if I say your decision, I really mean my decision, was wrong looking back at it. And if it was wrong looking back at it, you can learn from your mistake for the future. So this goes really for all decisions in life that you had not bad intentions for. Because you always do decisions with the information you have at the time. So don't blame yourself for your mistakes, but learn from them. So next time you mess up at your job or find out that you should have watched Game of Thrones like years ago, don't be too harsh on yourself and learn for the future that you should listen to your friend that has been recommending Game of Thrones for years. Now, it's also extremely important that you don't blame others if they made a mistake and they harmed you in some way. If they didn't have bad intentions, they had information at the time and they certainly did not want to do it. So I know it might be hard, but don't blame them. Think about it together, what you can do right now to make the situation better instead. Now, obviously, there might be cases where you can blame yourself or others if you had the correct information at the time and still decided to make that mistake and had bad intentions. Now, if someone is stealing something from you, they certainly meant you harm, right? So you can blame them. And even then, you can change your attitude to things and you can change for the future to not make those bad decisions again that you meant bad intentionally. If you regret them, you can change for the future. And also consider that others can change in the future as well. I know it's a little bit hard if someone has been lying to you and now they say, oh, in the future I'm going to do better and better now. How can you be sure that he's not lying again? But if you decide for yourself, you're gonna make it better in the future. You know you're not lying to yourself, right? For now, let's fly one more time before I go back to this. In this case, it's worth it because you will... Oh. In this case, it's worth it because... Ooh. Now in this case, it's worth it because you will click on the video. Now in this case it's worth it because you will click on the videos. Now in this case it's worth it because you will click on the videos that you can see right here.